Oh yeah. Well, okay, where's my green screen? Ooh, it looks fuzzy. That looks better. Okay. Hi, Bismaya. I don't know if you can hear me. I wish I could chat. I'm going to come in a little early here, just chat if there's anybody around to chat. I see Vismaya is here. Vismaya, I'm delayed my trip again, and I'm leaving on the, gosh, don't tell me, the last, I think it's the 28th of June. I'm not leaving till 28th of June. But yeah, you're leaving before that. Hi, Amy. Oh, my tip jar. Where's my tip jar? My dinosaur tip jar. So let's see. That's not the one I want. I want the other one. There we go. Dinosaurs did not tip. Got to have a tip jar. So I still have like a couple of minutes before I start here. But got the countdown. There we go. I can actually move that countdown. Hello, everybody. Hi, Amy. Turn up the mic a bit. Is that better? Something, the mic sounds a little fuzzy. Fuzzy, 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 fuzzy. Is it loud enough, though? It's okay. All right, well, I'm just going to sit here until we've got 56 seconds before I have to start. Hey, Hallie. All right. Boy, I had quite a time setting up today. I had a lot of stuff to sound. Okay, good. And I got a little reverb there, but I can't always tell who's here. So I think if you're on Facebook or if you're on your phone, you can see the people who are watching. So if you want to make yourself known, say hello in the chat room. And Amy says it sounds good. Well, sometimes it sounds good. I hope you can hear the piano. And I was so frantic setting up today that I didn't have a chance to write a song list. So I'm just going to wing it. But that's what I always did in the old days. I just winged it. I'm not always, but I mean a lot of the time I just wing the songs. So also I want to try to get a close-up because Ron Bacon, he's a TV producer. He's going to be watching, and he says, Steve, you got to have a close-up of yourself. And I go, I do? So let me see if I can do that. I have as much fun playing with this stuff as I do playing music. This is so much fun. Okay. First of all, I don't need the countdown anymore. So that should be without the countdown. Oh boy. All right, well. So hello everybody. Glad you came, and I am going to be playing music here eventually. Excuse me. I am in Arizona still. Excuse me. And I'm going to be here until June 28th, it looks like. I've got some gigs here, and then I've got to go back. And I have to deal with a new car I got. I can't believe I got a new car. How am I going to pay for the thing? I don't know. So definitely after several songs, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to have a glass of wine. So here's one way to do it. You duplicate this scene. So if I go to this scene, then I can do a close-up. I believe there is a way to do that. Yes. So, we might have to just not do this tonight. I'm just going to just start playing. We got that going on. And if I do the close-up, it would be, well, it would be like this. So I can zoom in. Oops. There. Somewhat of a close-up. I don't know if that's an improvement, but it's a close-up. And then I want to have a button for that. So I need to have a button, run scene. There we go. And that is, here we go. I did it. Okay. Oh yeah, I got a new car. I can't believe I did it. I'll have to tell. I will tell. I will be telling the story later, for sure. What kind of car? It's a Ford Escape 2020. But I travel not only by car, sometimes I travel by plane. I was going to fly to the Midwest, to Chicago and Michigan, but I decided I'm going to drive my new Ford Escape. But every once in a while, I will travel by train. That leads right to the song. I took a trip on a train, and I thought about you. Looked down a shadowy lane, and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars and a winding stream. Moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. And every stop that we made, oh, I thought about you. When I pulled down the shade, then I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack, looked at that track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. I took a trip on a train, and I thought about you. Looked down a shadowy lane, and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars and a winding stream. Moon shining down on some little town, and with each beat, the same old dream. And every stop that we made, oh, I thought about you. And when I pulled down the shade, then I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at that track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I thought about you. Yes, I'm going to miss my Subaru. I could write a song. I'm going to miss my Subaru. I'm going to do an instrumental. This is O Grand Amor, Antonio Carlos Jobim. I assume the sound's okay if I need more vocal or more piano. I have earphones on, but boy, it's tough to tell sometimes. ya want to hear Satin Doll? So let's just played this. I think I just played it my last session. A cigarette holder, which begs me over her shoulder. She takes me out catting that satin doll. Hey Joe, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping. Speaks Latin, oh, that satin doll. She's nobody's fool, playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, I ain't for no girl catching me. Switcheroonie, telephone numbers, you know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that in my swinging satin doll. Yeah. She's nobody's fool, I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, I ain't for no girl catching me. Switcheroonie, telephone numbers, you know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that's in my satin doll. And that's in my swinging satin doll. Anne-Marie Colette, bonsoir. Bonjour, it's only 4 o'clock here, but in Eastern Canada, it is 8 p.m. It's getting late there. Joe Sturmer's here. Hi, Joe. Joe is in the other chat room. I have 2 chat windows going here, and I recently reconfigured it so I don't have to look like this to look at the chat window. I can just kind of pretend I'm looking at the camera and look down real quick like that. So Miles Green has been a maniac on doing live streams on the internet. So check out Miles Green. And Miles, if you want to put your link on the chat, that's totally fine if you want. And when is your next live concert on the internet, Miles? Mazel tov. Yeah. Miles and I have quite a history. In fact, I've been getting a lot of old friends here who come to the Steve's Virtual Piano Bar, who I have a history with. Joe Sturmer and I knew each other back in 1969. My goodness, that was a long time ago. We were just kids. You know, we were playing in the sandbox, right, Joe? Yeah. When love comes in and takes you for a spin, ooh la la la, c'est magnifica. When every night your loved one holds you tight, ooh la la, c'est magnifica. But when one day your loved one slips away, ooh la la la, it is so tragic. But when once more she whispers, je t'adore, c'est magnifique. love comes in and it takes you for a spin. Ooh la la la, say magnifica. When every night your loved one holds you tight, ooh la la la, say magnifica. When one day your loved one drifts away, ooh la la la, it is so tragic. But when once more she whispers, shut the door, say magnifica, say magnifica, magnifica. There, I used up my entire French vocabulary in one song. No, I know a few more words, like quiche and escargot. I have a couple more words back, but ha ha ha. Steve, you're really funny tonight. Okay, I think I'm going to do a Burt Bacharach song. He's got some great songs, but you're very welcome. Oh, that's nice. Burt Bacharach wrote some great songs, and this one was originally done, I believe, by Don't Tell Me, that Herb Alpert. Herb Alpert is quite a guy. Sandy, hello. You see this guy's in love with you. You know it's true. Who looks at you the way I do? When you smile, I can tell we know each other very well. How can I show you? I'm glad I got to know you, 'cause I've heard some talk. They say you think I'm fine. Yes, I'm in love. What I'd give to make you mine. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Don't let my heart keep breaking. Yes, I'm in love. This guy's in love. So you're in love with this guy. If not, I'll just die. I've heard some talk. They say you think I'm fine. Yes, I'm in love. What I'd give to make you mine. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Don't let my heart keep breaking. Yes, I'm in love. This guy's in love. Say you're in love. with this guy. If not, I'll just die. Another one. The look of love is in your eyes. I'll look your smile can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, the look of love is on your face. A look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you. Don't ever go, don't ever go, don't ever go. Ooh. The great Burt Bacharach. He wrote so many great songs. Hey, Miles. Gee, look at that. Those symbols. Miles really knows his way around the icons there. Yeah. Okay, it's time for a Frank Sinatra song. I don't know. There's a lot of love songs tonight. What's going on here? When somebody loves you, it's no good unless he loves you all the way. Through the good or lean years, all the in-between years, come what may. Taller than the tallest trees, that's how it's got to feel. Deeper than the deep blue seas, that's how deep it goes if it's real. When somebody needs you, it's no good unless he needs you all the way. Through the good or lean years, all the in-between years, come what may. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. But if you let me love you, for sure I'm gonna love you all the way, all the way. naturally leads right into this other Frank Sinatra song. Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you could use some exotic news, there's a bar in Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Lama Land, there's a one-man band, and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's float off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Say the words, we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, come on, let's fly away. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Say the words, we will beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, come fly with me, come fly with me, come on, let's fly away. Let's fly. Or I can drive my new Escape, my new Ford Escape. Which is what I'm going to do. All right. Well, we got a little up-tempo going, so how about some Billy Joel? Let's see, how are we doing on? It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's only about 4:30 here so far. So, oh. Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. He said he couldn't go on the American way, 'cause the shop sold the house and brought a ticket to the West Coast. Now he gives them a stand-up routine in LA. For me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, but leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was the victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. They will tell you you can't sleep alone in a strange place. Then they'll tell you you can't sleep with somebody else. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life, but leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was the victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life, but leave me alone. Okay. Barbie Brown is here. Yeah. I'm going to do another Burt Bacharach song, and this one is an instrumental. And that reminds me, in my early days, there was a place near where I lived in Barbie. You'll remember this. It was called the Chateau Louise. And when I was about 20 years old, I got a gig there. And the entertainment managers, or a couple of the managers came in and said, to hear me play, and I played the song Alfie. I said, wow, that was just beautiful, Steve. And then the next day they said, by the way, we don't need you anymore. So they gave me a nice compliment on this song, though. At least I did one song. It was halfway decent. So Alfie by Burt Bacharach from the movie called Alfie. Yeah, selfie. Trying to think if I know this other Burt Bacharach song. Let me go make sure I know it. Yes, I think I can do this one. It's another Burt Bacharach song that I really like. Yeah, Miles Green says he played at the Chateau Louise too. And by the way, after they fired me when I was 20 years old, I eventually went back there about 6 or 8 years later, and I had the house band there, and I played there for 4 years. So that showed them, right? And it was owned by the Gaslight clubs then. Anyway, I could tell stories about that for the whole rest of the night if you want me to. But yeah, that was quite a time. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, walk on by. Make believe that you don't see the tears, just let me grieve in private, 'cause each time I see you, I break down and cry. Walk on by. I just can't get used to losing you. So if I seem broken and blue, walk on by, walk on by. Foolish pride, that's all that I have left. So let me hide the tears and the sadness you gave me when you said goodbye. Walk on by. Well, I just can't get used to losing you. So if I seem broken and blue, walk on by, walk on by. Foolish pride, that's all that I have left. So let me hide the tears and the sadness you gave me when you said goodbye. Walk on by, walk on by. Alrighty. Okay, it's about time for some blues. I'm in the mood for some blues, yeah. Some happy blues. Was there such a thing as happy blues? Yeah, I guess there is. Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. And when you see me worrying, it's you I hate to lose. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Troubles and worries, you know I've had my share. Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. hate to lose. Boogie woogie. Every day, every day, every day I have the blues. Every day, every day, every day I have the blues. And when you see me whirling too, I hate to lose. I'm gonna pack my bags, I'm gonna ease on down the line. I'm gonna pack my bags, I'm gonna ease on down the line. There ain't nobody worrying, there ain't nobody crying. 'Cause every day, every day, every day I have the blues. Every day, every day, every day I have the blues. And when you see me whirling too, I hate to lose. One thing the blues is good for is getting the feelings out of your system and dancing. I know some of you were out there dancing to that one. And Anne Marie points out that there is a full moon coming up, I guess on June 5th. How about that? So, wait, what is the date today? Today is the 3rd of June. There's a song about the 3rd of June. It was the 3rd of June. What's the name of that song? 3rd of June. Is it called the 3rd of June? I don't know. Anyway, today is June 3rd. So, but we're close to a full moon. So I'm going to do a moon song here. And I think I'm... which of the moon songs? Well, of course, we know Moon River. That's always a good one. You know, I've heard some of my musician friends complain about playing the song Moon River, but you know, it's such a well-written song. It's probably one of the greatest crafted songs. Crafted, if you want to call it, but it just has such a great, it was just well written, let's put it that way. So I'm going to just play it through once, and then I'll go into the other moon song I was going to play. So. Fafa, my darling daughter, is here. Erlia, hello Erlia. Say hi to everybody in the chat room. We've got a bunch of people here. And my daughter's here. All right, nice of you to show up. It's always nice to see my daughter from Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Oh, blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. I know a lot of you can do that. Yes, my darling daughter's mother is also here, Barbara Brown. I guess you can see that. I've got a story about Early. I hope she doesn't get embarrassed for me telling the story, but when she was much younger, I would have my equipment set up in the living room occasionally, and microphone, and she and her sister Holly, but it was mainly Erlia who went to do this. When I wasn't looking, I would notice, they didn't know I was watching them, but they would be playing with the microphones and pretending to be singers, and especially Erlia. I know she wanted to be a singer, and I thought, oh, great. When Erlia gets older, I'm going to have a singer for my band. But she decided to go in other directions, and that's okay. Actually, Erlia did some acting in New York City for a while, and that's how she met her husband, by the way. They were both in the same play, not in New York, but in Michigan. And they met while they were acting in a community theater. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. That should be in a book someday, and maybe it will be. So here's a little bittersweet moon song about an imaginary couple who meets, and one of the couple's partners is watching this happen, going, oh no, this can't be happening. And it's called Oh You Crazy Moon. When they met, the way they smiled, I knew that I was through. Oh, you crazy moon, what did you do? When they kissed, they tried to say that it was just in fun. Oh, you crazy moon, look what you've done. Used to say to me, you know that it would never end. You should be ashamed to show your funny face, my friend. There they are, they fell in love. I bet you think you're smart. crazy moon, you broke my heart. Take another one, Steve. Okay. When they met, the way they smiled, I knew that I was through. Oh, you crazy moon, what did you do? You crazy moon. When they kissed, they tried to say that it was just in fun. Oh, you crazy moon, look what you've done. Used to say to me, you know that I'm the only one. You should be ashamed to show your funny face, my friend. There they are, they fell in love. I bet you think you're smart. Oh, you crazy moon, you broke my heart. Oh, you crazy moon, you broke my heart. All right, I'm going to just take a little pause here. How's everybody doing out there? I see Joe's the only one in this chat room, and the rest of you are over here. Arlia, Sandy, Miles, Barbie, Amy, and there's a couple others here too. I know that Anne Marie's here, and I hope I caught everybody. Yeah. Thank you very much for the applause. So I don't know if anybody's going to join me in a glass of something, but there we go. I need an excuse to just take a little break from my voice. You know, I'm singing all these songs, so my voice gets tired. So here we go. Again, I've got Claude Dubois. It sounds French, but I tell you, every time I bring it out, I have to tell you that it's California Cabernet. So it's always on sale. I know Miles is drinking his Mogan David. So I have a new car, Ford Escape, and that's the big news. That's so fortunately I really appreciate any tips because it's going to help me. There's very few gigs. I'm starting to get like one gig every other week. So that's really not going to cut it. But Sunday we did Steve's virtual piano bar from the church, and I had a guest player, Chris Cornelis, and it was really fun. Maybe some of you saw that. L'chaim, Mogan David. Yeah, I know. I had a hunch you were a Mogan David fan, but I don't know why. So just gonna have a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna have a nice dinner later on of some sort. So put this away, and we're gonna do some more music, and some of you are having Mogan David, some are having Coca-Cola. That's fine. When I get up to the yoga retreat this summer, I'll probably be having kombucha instead of wine, or maybe carrot juice or something. So I think Miles is converting everybody in the room here now. So we're all going to end up going to temple. Cheers, everybody. And remember, the full moon's coming up. I don't know why, but full moon, and this is kind of universally acknowledged, I think. Sometimes a lot of crazy stuff happens on the full moon. There seems to be more energy in the air. And there are some people who take it to more extremes than that. They use the full moon as a means of energizing and finding energy, things like that. In Sedona, there's all kinds of stuff going on like that. I'll be going back to Michigan on the 29th of June, probably arriving back in Michigan around July 1st. And I'll be driving my new car. So I wish I had a picture of it. You know, what I'll do next time, I'll bring a picture of it, and I can push a button and show you guys a picture of it. I have my earphones off, so I hope I'm on the air. Yes, I am. Cheers, Christopher. Gee, my son and daughter and their mom, they're all at the piano bar. They've come to this piano bar more than they ever did when I actually played the real live piano bars in Chicago. Peppermint tea. Sandy is here. She's has a little ring. And Miles is getting verklempt with the full moon. Yep. Miles is my Yiddish teacher. When we worked together, he would teach me a different Yiddish word every day. And so that helped me. I don't know if I remember any of them. I remember some of them. So are there any requests? And Amy, who lives near Detroit, not in Detroit. I got that wrong last time, but she might, oh yeah, there's that song by Neil Young called Harvest Moon. I should try that one. You know, I just tried it. I don't know if you guys were here when I tried it. It's not my greatest song, but it is a song about a full moon, so. And I have to use my little cheat sheet, which I don't always like to be. Okay, you guys can cut me some slack while I try this new tune, okay? I'm going to give it a try. Neil Young's Harvest Moon. I'm even going to use electric piano. Oh, yeah. And then another request for Van Morrison's Moon Dance. That's a moon song, of course. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising, let's go dancing in the light. You know where music's playing, let's go and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late, the moon is climbing high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eye. Because I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. I'm going to go right into this song. I used to perform this song with Miles Green when we played at this gig in Tuscany in Oak Brook, Illinois. But it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. I'll try to please till you're calling of your heartstrings that sing sweet and low. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. The soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. I just have one more moon dance with you, my love. Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? I wanna make love to you tonight. Can't wait till the morning is come. I know now the time is just right. Straight into my arms you will run. When you call, my heart will be waiting to make sure that we're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. And then I will make you my own every time that I touch you, you just tremble inside. And I know how much you want me there. You can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance. The stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance near the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'll try to please to your calling of your heartstrings that sing sweet and low. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. You know the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. And I just have one more moon dance with you, my love. Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? One more moon dance. And I just have one more moon dance with you, my love. Yeah. Whoop. What was that? Wow. Snarl. The piano was snarling at me. Oh boy, I've got these bugs here who like to sip on my wine. That's not good. I got him. Okay. All right, we've got time for another song or two. If we have any more requests, we haven't had too many requests here. All right, thank you. We got applause and awesome. That's always good to hear. C'est beau, bravo. That's French. That helps. This is helping me practice my French. Anne Marie's here. She gives me these French. So I'm learning Yiddish and I'm learning French all at the same time. It's great, you know. If you're in France, do you pronounce the Yiddish words differently, Miles? I wonder if Miles, or if you're in Canada where they speak French. I don't know. We don't know. It's in such a mellow mood. Oh, this piano, the piano sound on this piano is very good. So here's another Van Morrison song. Oy vey. Oy vey. It's a Yiddish word. It means oy vey. Anyway, here's a Van Morrison song. We're going to get into the mystic. We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. And the bonny boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and your spirit fly as we sailed into the mystic. When the foghorn blows, we'll be coming home. When the foghorn blows, I want to hear it. And I don't want to fear it. I want to rock your gypsy soul, just like long ago in the days of old. And magnificently we will flow into the mystic. before the wind, also younger than the sun. And the bonny boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and your spirit fly as we sailed into the mystic. When the foghorn blows, I will be coming home. And when the foghorn blows, I want to hear it. And I don't want to fear it. I want to rock your gypsy soul, just like long ago in the days of old. And magnificently we will flow into the mystic. All right, well, that's just almost, we're close to wrapping it up here. I think I'll do a nice goodbye song for everybody. Thank you all for coming. And I know there's a lot of people here watching who have not said hello in the chat room. I want to say hello to you too. If you're just lurking in the background, and not lurking, that's not a nice word, but if you're just hanging out in the back of the piano bar, that's cool too. Love having you here. Glad you came here to listen to Steve's virtual piano bar. It's every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I've been somehow being able to keep up with it. Today was somewhat challenging setting up with the technical stuff, and I say that a lot because it does happen. Henry, thank you for your beautiful message, and it was just fun hanging out with everybody. And I have about 3 different goodbye songs I like to use, and I think one of my favorite ones is For All We Know, We May Never Meet Again. And that's such a sad song. I need to take a sip of wine before I sing it. But thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Miles Green. And I really like this electronic piano sound. I think it blends better with this virtual piano bar. It just has a nice tone. Anyway, my first choice would be to have a real grand piano. No doubt about that. But second choice is this very fine Yamaha piano that I'm playing. Always nice to hang out with you, Amy, and everybody who came here. And I hope we meet again soon. But for all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make your smile sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand, and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and we go like a ripple in a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and we go like a ripple in a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow is made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know. Thank you all for coming to listen tonight, and hope to see you next time. And by the way, I'm going to be sending out another email. I put up a new blog post about my adventures in Morocco, and I will send out another email, just a reminder if you want to read it. And there's a bunch of interesting blog posts on there. I'm going to have to write a blog post about experiences with Miles, because we've had a few. So anyway, thank you very much. Love you. Have a nice evening. And look at Miles says it's not easy being green, but I don't know. Is that actually your born name? It doesn't sound Jewish. You don't even look Jewish. That's anyway, that's a cliche. Sorry about that. Anyway, ha ha ha. Early is laughing. Early, I love you, my darling daughter, and Christopher's here, my son, and their mother's here, and peace and love to all of you. We'll see you next time. Sandy Jones. And Sandy, I got a new car, and it's not a Subaru. Sandy's husband used to work on Subarus and knew a lot about them. So anyway, I'll tell you the story sometime soon. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a nice evening, and we'll hope to see you again on Sunday. Bye bye.